Adrenaline in my soul, waiting for me to start the show. We've been drinking. I'm sorry, because that's been horrible. I couldn't think of the rest of the words. Welcome to the Dream Match Podcast. This your boys, Jay and Jamisha. Double snort. I'm keeping that in there too, because that's horrible. Hey, I don't feel bad no more. But yo, listen up, peoples. This is our reaction to night one of WrestleMania so far. Let's start. Go ahead, get it, Alex.
Hey, real talk. So the Jey Uso one.
4 letters, 1 word. Yeet.
I'm gonna give that shit fucking 10 because I think Gunther really got hurt. I'm not gonna give it 10 like on like a disrespectful level. I think Gunther really got hurt.
If he didn't, that motherfucker's a hell of an actor.
Yeah, but I will give it the dream match 10, of course.
I'm gonna give it a 7 because the match was solid, but it was like the problem is if you've watched wrestling for a while, we've got this time after time after time after time.
You're right.
So that made it kind of so I'm a little biased because I watch it. If you're just a straight WrestleMania only kind of wrestling fan, it's a 10.
Yeah.
But if you watched it a lot, you're like, okay, like we've seen this before.
And I've watched wrestling time and time again. So yeah, you're right.
I will say though, him winning with a sleeper hold so fast was a shocker. Yeah, I thought he was going to give him like a 2 or 3 splashes, 1, 2, 3, bang, we out of there. But I was like, he choked that motherfucker out.
Yeah, like, that quick, by the way. Yeah, so
that was a nice surprise. So now we got a world heavyweight champion, Jey Uso. Shout out to him. He did his thing.
And then we got my baby Jay Carhill versus Naomi. My girl Jay Carhill. My girl Jay Carhill.
I hate his guts.
And then I know Kilo going to try to chime in on this.
Time out. He's not here. His vote is irrelevant.
Okay, cool. So let's just say my girl.
Whoa! I thought that was supposed to be ours. Fine, whatever. You can say that.
Okay.
Because I'm going to say what I got to say after this.
Okay. Go ahead. What you got to say?
My girl, Miss Jade Cargill, did her motherfucking thing.
Hey, real talk.
Hey, she was whooping ass. And
she was
good.
Whooping, yeah. And she came out to the Storm shit. Nigga.
Yeah.
Woo!
Hey, and shout out to Naomi because she did her thing too.
She did.
Miss Trinity Fatu, a.k.a. Naomi. She did her thing. Her thug whizzle.
Miss Yams, which is also my girl.
I was trying to be not whatever. She did her thing too. That match was actually one of the better matches of the night. I will say that. If you don't agree with that, fight me, bruh. On to the next. We're not doing every match review, just letting y'all know we're doing the matches we thought was
the ones that we thought were crucial.
Yeah. So next we're gonna talk about L.A. Knight. Yeah. And Mr. Jacob Fatu. You know what I mean?
Hey, real talk. I was expecting so much more from this.
I agree, but
like, you know what I mean? Because and here's why. Because they both are so good on the mic, and I thought we were going to get some mic action before the fight, but at the same time, like I thought that they were going to. I thought they were going to. I feel like they were so rushed on time. If that makes sense,
I can see. No, I can see that 100%.
So they're like, "Hey, all the intros y'all wanted to do, that shit gets wiped. So get to the wrestling real quick."
Mm-hmm.
So, and which is not a good thing, but it's not a bad thing also. So what I'm going to say is I'm going to give this match a 6 out of 10 because I wanted more mic action from Jacob coming down the ramp, from LA Knight coming down the ramp. So, because I mean, this dude literally said that he wanted to make. He's gonna hit him so hard he's gonna make Jacob constantly
do the shake
shit. So, like I said, 6 out of 10. But I'm happy with the outcome.
So I see what you're saying 100%, but I'm also a big Jacob Fatu fan. So my opinion is going to be biased as hell.
Okay.
This is a legit 7.5, 2 and 8 out of 10. It's debatable between those.
Yeah.
Anything lower to me is disrespectful because Jacob Fatu is an amazing wrestler and so is LA Knight.
Absolutely.
So again, I'm biased as hell, but I thought that match was really good.
It's really good.
Like, match. Yeah. So strictly from a wrestling standpoint, it was solid.
Yes, I will agree.
I mean, did I want more? Yes, but also we're not behind the scenes, but being wrestling fans, we know that there's time limits. Yeah, on every match. So this was like the second or third match, I think it was.
I think it was the third.
Yeah, so we know that they're under time constraints. So it's like, yes, we understand it, but for what we got, it was solid.
Yeah.
I do think though that they should have gotten a little bit more time because let's be real, the whole thing ended by like 8:15. You could have given him more time. You know what I mean?
We're recording this at 8:24.
Yeah, so at least 5 more minutes of that match would have been a 10 out of 10. But from what we got, again, 7.5, I think. But I think you could argue an 8.
I'll take that. I would take that. And the next one is the main event: CM Punk versus
Roman Reigns.
Roman Reigns versus
Seth freaking Rollins.
Okay. Now, I will say this: I did not see where this was going.
Yeah.
And Jay called this shit
mid-match.
Yeah. He literally said Paul Heyman is going to hit the low blow. Seth Rollins is going to win a match.
I said Paul Heyman, low blow, Seth Rollins, curb stomp, Roman Reigns for the pin. It didn't happen in that exact order, but it happened.
It happened the way there was a chair involved.
Yes. If you watched it, you get it. If you didn't watch it, I'm sorry because I'm cutting to the end, but you know what I'm saying. Watch the highlights on YouTube at least, motherfucker.
Paul Heyman gave CM Punk the chair.
Mm-hmm.
Then was guiding CM Punk to hit
Roman.
Low blowed CM Punk.
That was the part I didn't get. I didn't get that part. Yeah, that was a shocker. But I was like, when I saw that, I was like, oh shit, what I predicted is coming to fruition.
Yeah. And then here comes the curb stomp from Seth Rollins. And then, boom, there it is. The match.
Mm-hmm.
I love this.
To me,
I love it.
Easily a 10 out of 10. Sorry, let me say that clear. A 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10.
But I was still left wanting more, if that makes sense.
No, it was.
They did nothing wrong.
But
the match, like I said, the match itself was a 10. But again, me being biased and wanting to see more, I expected more. It's also, bruh, like I had high expectations because it's WrestleMania, you know what I'm saying?
Yes,
I expected more. We got a solid amount of what we wanted to see, but I personally wanted more.
I do feel like this was time restrained.
Yeah, to a certain degree, because the match itself was pretty solid, and I felt like it was going to be a long match, and then it kind of switched, not too fast, but fast enough to notice it switched. You know what I'm saying? And then because Roman put CM Punk through the announce table, and then he put Seth Rollins through the Spanish announce table, and then he put Seth in the ring, and then went back for CM Punk. I was like, after that point, it felt rushed, but to that point, it was a perfect match. Also, shout out to CM Punk for having A Living Color do his theme song for the entrance.
Who called that? Who called it?
You called it, yeah, 100%.
Thank you.
Alex called that.
Because I was like, hey, as soon as I went to the restroom after the match before that, I was like, if CM Punk does not come out to live performance in living color, I don't give a fuck anymore.
My only gripe with night one is that when you win the Royal Rumble, they always say you're going to headline WrestleMania. And then they had Jey Uso open WrestleMania. So, again, wrestling fan being extremely picky, I didn't like that. Because I'm like, okay, so when someone wins next year, will they actually main event WrestleMania? Or do they just get a championship match at WrestleMania? So you got to let that be more clear before you start saying, oh, you're going to headline WrestleMania than they're supposed to. And then they put together the CM Punk versus Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins match and said, oh, this is going to be the main event. That was, okay, that's not a problem. But my point is, if you're going to say in January, if you win the Royal Rumble, you're going to main event WrestleMania, you have the main event WrestleMania. Night 1 or night 2. Pick one. You can't change that and make them open. Now, again, me being crazy, that was a good opening match. The championship match was a good opening match for WrestleMania. 100% agree. But also, why is Rey Fenix and was it El Grande Americano going on after your World Heavyweight Championship match? You know what I mean? It's I'm pretty sure Rey Fenix won. I don't remember that. So we were playing dominoes during this. I ain't gonna lie, and I don't really pay attention to that match too much because honestly, that match was something I didn't care to see. But it's still like, why is that match? Even the championship, the New Day versus War Raiders. Why are these matches after your World Heavyweight Championship match? It should have went El Grande Americano versus Rey Fenix, and then the War Raiders versus New Day, and then it should have been fucking Gunther versus Jey Uso.
They were trying to get the bodies in the seat.
No, I get that, but also I feel like too, I expected so much more from Jay's entrance because he's such a huge star. But because it went on first, I feel like people were still in line for drinks and bathroom and food. You know what I mean? Like, so it's like you got a huge crowd, but I feel like that should have been a crazy fucking moment where everyone in their seat yeeting to Jey Uso. So to me, it was a disservice to the buildup of Jey Uso because one of the biggest things of Jey Uso's character in general is his entrance. You should have gave people time to get in their seats and watch that entrance. You know what I mean? Like, that should have been a way bigger deal. You should have dimmed the lights a little bit. You know what I mean? Like, I could be nitpicky as fuck about that, but like, he is one of the biggest stars you have right now. He deserved more respect. And then to win the championship, he should have had, again, more respect. Like, there should have been more. Like, he won, they gave him like pyro, and then he walked up to me, it was lackluster. You know what I'm like? He's the biggest star, one of the biggest stars I have right now. That should have been a bigger deal, and it wasn't. So, like, again, you can disagree with me, you can agree with me. I don't really care. But my thing is, you should have gave him more respect on the back end. So he should have been the third match at the very minimum. That match should have been third. And that's all I got to say about that.
I have no disagreements with that.
So, moving on. What's your grade for night 1 as a whole of WrestleMania?
C minus.
C minus? Let's give it a number. Out of 10.
At 10.
Let's do that.
6.5. Is that F?
No. So, what's funny is I agree with both of your statements.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
You get it. Like,
because like a 6.5 is like a D plus ish, you know,
yeah,
a D
so
plus ish. But I get what you're saying because like again, so the problem is too though tomorrow is going to be stacked, which night 2 it makes sense to have it stacked.
yes.
But it's like
you had every opportunity to stack night 1 and night 2.
Yes, because there's too many. Like Rey Mysterio was supposed to fight El Grande Americano. I don't know if I'm saying that motherfucker's name right. And I don't really give a shit. But you know, like that's supposed to be a Rey Mysterio match.
Yeah.
And they announced before on the pre-show that Rey Mysterio is going to give his match to Rey Fenix. Why'd you fight to begin with? You know what I mean? And then also like, why even give that a match? Like, if you're going to give Rey Fenix a match, give him a match against someone who's better. You know, because like. I'm sorry, but that whole gimmick is a fucking jobber. He's been beating jobbers since he debuted on WWE. And then he beat the jobber at WrestleMania. Who cares? You know, like, give him someone that's a credible threat. Like, him versus Sami Zayn, for example. Because
I agree.
Sami Zayn as a whole hasn't done much, but it would have been more credible to beat Sami Zayn in a crazy good fucking match versus El Grande Americano.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like, that was kind of like whatever. So, like, that's why I agree with you. Like, it's like I said, 6.5. I agree with that. I feel like 6.5 is accurate. C- is being nice, in my opinion. And we're gonna leave it at that, being nice at a C- for a grade. A 6.5 is 100% accurate.
Yeah, and then that's my rating. So
I'm excited for night 2. Night 2 though is gonna fucking go nuts. I'm mad because I thought legit a lot of matches or a few matches were gonna happen tonight, and they didn't. I was like, oh, that's tomorrow night. And what makes me mad is I looked at the fucking cards before. And I still was excited about night 2 because night 2 has a few more matches that we want to see versus night 1.
True.
And so, my thing is, if you're gonna have 2 nights of WrestleMania, bro, both nights got to be stacked. Like it is what it is, you know. Like
divide them up equally.
Yeah, if you're not gonna have both nights stacked, go back to one night and make sure that card is fucking, perfect.
Or start bringing up more people.
Yeah, because imagine if we had the matches we liked tonight, and then the matches we want to see tomorrow night. That'd be at least a minimum of an 8. You know?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's the problem. But it's like, bruh, like, you have all these NXT stars that are doing amazing. You could have had fucking, again, Ray Phoenix could have fought fucking Trick Williams. To hear a whole stadium scream, whoop that trick, would have been fucking nuts. You know what I'm saying? Like, play to the fucking themes. Like, I understand he's on NXT, he got a whole storyline, but you could have paused that shit and gave him a reason to fight at WrestleMania. You know? Put some respect in these motherfuckers' names. I'm just saying that. You know what I'm saying? Whoop that trick. Whoop that trick. Whether he would have won or lost, it didn't matter. He's such a big star right now, a loss wouldn't have hurt him.
Nope.
A win would have propelled him. So that's a win-win in my opinion. You dropped the ball there. So yes.
Agree.
So I'm sorry. I'm getting a little angry. I'm going off on a little tangent. But hey, it is what it is. We waited so long for WrestleMania. Like, y'all put this on Easter weekend to make us watch this instead of doing family shit, etc. And this is what we get. It's low-key a spit in the face. So again, that's why 6.5 makes sense.
And we will see y'all tomorrow.
Yeah, because I'm gonna keep it going. Yeah, I'm sorry. I had a little liquid courage in me, but hey,
the quick.
We're gonna be back tomorrow.
And that is the end of night 2 of WrestleMania. Whack.
Yeah, Wrestle Boo Boo 41. What we? I never thought I would ever say in my life when Vince left, we need Vince.
For real.
Because that nigga is needed. Because what the fuck was that?
Yeah.
Like, the whole card, both nights as a whole were weak. Like, we said we were excited for 3 matches, night 1, and 4 matches, night 2. And let me count who. I wrote this shit down. There was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 matches. I think I forgot. Wait, no, 12 matches. Sorry, I think I forgot. No, 13. I don't think I wrote down the Randy Orton one. I did. I missed it. So,
okay.
Yeah. Like, bruh, 7 matches we're excited for. And, like, I think, maybe 3 to 4 of those matches were actually solid.
Yep.
Like, come on, dude. Like, I was making myself mad because, festivities going on. I was trying to really watch, but I stopped caring. But I was like, nah, bruh, focus. It's WrestleMania. And I was like, I just don't care no more. I want to go throw eggs at these kids.
Happy Easters.
Oh yeah, happy Easters, y'all. Hope y'all had a very lovely day. If you're religious, happy Resurrection Day. If you're not, happy 420. If you don't smoke, happy Sunday.
Facts. Yeah, it shit was booty.
So,
shit was booty.
What rating number would you give?
D.
Damn.
D. That's it.
I think it's funny. I said, "What number, D?" I'm like, okay,
yeah. Like, I'm not gonna give it a number. I'm gonna give this shit a fucking layer so y'all know what I'm talking about. D. Shit was fucking.
Oh no, we haven't. Let's do this. A nap to a 10 because remember that's our
nap.
I would say this is new on our scale, but it's heavy eyes. My eyes was heavy.
Okay,
it wasn't
I like that
because it wasn't a nap, but you was like,
okay.
man, I could definitely fall asleep in this motherfucker.
Yeah, like okay, I'll give it the heavy eyes, like because this shit was fuck, man. Like last night, I was drunk, like really drunk. Ooh, yeah,
if y'all see when you hear the first part of this episode, you can hear it in our voices.
Yeah, we were fucked up last night.
And you can see the video on social media at Dream Match Podcast. Yeah, we was gone.
But like tonight, I was excited because we were gonna see John Cena. We were gonna do Cody Rhodes and everything. And like, why the fuck did Travis Scott come out, bro? I hate Travis Scott.
Everyone always says there's always celebrities, but
Bad Bunny was a good fucking celebrity to come out. I'm sorry, Jake Paul.
He wrestles.
Yeah.
So like, if what they should have did was,
Paul.
huh?
I said, yeah.
No, but what they should have did was Travis Scott should have been Bad Bunny because the ref could have got knocked down. He could have actually did some wrestling moves, took a few bumps, could have made it like a triple threat almost in a sense. You know what I mean? Or a 2v1 handicap. It would have been cool to see. Travis Scott came out there, walked to the ring for 10 fucking minutes, spit in his hand to not land a slap. And then just gets crossroads and then rolls out the ring. Why are you here? And then John Cena is too good to need help from I'm gonna say it. He's too good to need help from a bitch ass nigga like Travis Scott.
Right.
That it is what it is. I don't like his music. I don't like his hair. I don't like his shoes. I don't like his pants.
I like his shoes.
I didn't look at his shoes. I'm just naming shit.
Yeah. I mean, they're Nikes. They're pretty dope.
I'll rescind that, but still, fuck you overall, though, nigga.
Yeah, well, no, overall, yeah, fuck him. You're 100% correct.
Whack ass song. Fiend,
these nuts, nigga. Nigga pissed me off.
Yeah. But it was just the whole night honestly was like just
booty.
man. Yeah, like I like the Joe Hendry surprise, but that crowd was fucking whack.
Yeah.
This is also something that people need to realize too is crowds now suck because they're not real wrestling fans.
No.
They're there to go to a big event, and you can tell. Because when Joe Hendry came out, people went crazy a little bit, but I was like, bro, like, you need to realize he went viral on social media, and he's a big, like, when he appeared on fucking NXT, they screamed nonstop for him.
Yeah.
He should have gotten that reception. And then also, they should have respected him as a TNA World Heavyweight Champion to have him fight a little bit longer against Randy Orton instead of having it a fucking squash match.
Absolutely.
Like, what was the point of that?
I'm telling you, bro. Like
Disrespectful ass niggas. I'm sorry.
No, it's cool. We've taken enough shots.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, we drank way too much. I chugged my drink too because I thought I was leaving, and I was like, "Oh, we got to record real quick."
Yeah, it was.
I agree with the D.
Yeah.
Pause. I was like, wait, before to go anywhere, I agree with the letter grade D of overall for the show. But again, heavy eyes, hands down. Like, it was just...
Yeah, it was heavy eyes. Like,
I mean, I would even call it a snooze fest. You know, it was just not...
It wasn't it.
No.
It was not it.
Like, it's sad because you notice how, I won't say, at least last year, we were engaged in the matches.
Yeah.
We weren't. Like, night one... I'll give some leeway to night one because we were fucked up playing dominoes and shit, you know.
Yeah.
Like, but also, you should have been able to drag my attention away from that damn game. You couldn't do it. And then night two, we were just sitting there chilling the whole time. Like, we had ample time to relax.
Yeah.
Like, the fact that things that happened around us are more memorable than these matches says a lot.
Us learning how to play spades.
Oh yeah, we black now. We black.
Yeah, we black.
You know, let's tell a story real quick. Fuck that. That shit's over.
Yeah.
Because real quick, we were talking about how we've never learned how to play spades. Alex's mom taught us how to play. We played, and I think I was like, why do people talk shit in spades? Once we learn how to play the game, insults just flew naturally out your mouth. Hey, bitch ass nigga. Oh damn, that's rude. But it's like that's just I don't know what it is about that. Like the ancestors hit your spirits and just make you cuss somebody out.
Bro, we was talking shit to my mom, bro.
And it was worse as I was saying it with all my heart. And I looked at her face. I said, "I'm sorry." She said, "No, I'm gonna get your ass back." And I was like. And then she would, because, like, yo, man, like, when I learned how to play, I was like, nigga, really? The whole game? Like...
Spades is fun.
But that was the highlight of our day.
Yeah. Learning how to play. Honestly, that was.
It was spades, food, and good jokes.
Yeah, that's it.
And then WrestleMania.
And good company.
Yeah.
Good company, then WrestleMania comes in the fourth. And Yeah.
It's funny. Randy was like, "I'm surprised y'all still watching this shit." I said, "It's WrestleMania, bro. That's why." He said, "Again, I'm surprised y'all still watching this shit." And I was trying to fight him, like, "Nah, bro, this is WrestleMania." And I was like, "He got a whole point.
He got a fucking great point."
And I try to do it for the squad, but hey, it is what it is. Huge letdown, but we can hope it gets better next year. What's sad too is I don't even want to watch it on Monday. No, like I don't watch wrestling at all no more.
I like real talk. I got baseball practice on Monday, so I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, I mean, so we'll do some wrestling content here and there, but you'll hear again from us on the wrestling tip next year. We'll do that because we're gonna do the WrestleMania build a little bit, just like we did this year, and get into WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Hopefully, it's better because it's in Nolans. Actually, we might even we
might be there.
Yeah, so we might not even have a recording. We might
No, we don't have recording in Nolans.
Oh, you're right. You got the
Yeah, I'm bringing everything with me, so don't trip on that, my boy.
All right, we might be there.
We in cheer.
Mm-hmm. Had that sweet iced tea with loads of sugars.
Oh shit, nigga get diabetes.
Mm-hmm. Give me some big nets.
Give you some big nets, some big women. Hell yeah, let's go, nigga. Hog bog.
All right, y'all. We out this piece. One love.